You think you can run?
So the build is pretty similar to my last league Flicker with a little bit of tuning. And that tuning comes from the new version of Corrupting added in the Fate of Val. We can basically remove a negative from an unique item, remaking an item like this from very annoying item, but kinda good, to an insanely good straight up item. There are of course versions of the items like this, which is completely worse than the baseline of it, but you can filter the search and look for the most expensive ones, like these ones with maximum energy shield corrupt on top of removing the loose energy shield and not having the loose maximum life as well. You just settle on the one like I have without the extra corrupt for maximum energy shield, and you just save up for it. You look for any with like the 2 charms, since you get 1 free charm slot from doing the statuettes in Act 2, and that's already like 10 tips off. But I managed to get my one, I think, before it got any traction, because it was like 5 divines. Or maybe just someone had no idea what they have on their hands, but that's generally like not any real negative that is possible on those other than the loose life. So once you have your belt sorted for the build, all you have to worry about is to get charms for freeze and stun that give you guard, and possibly a golden charm or a normal one like mine, because I don't really have the currency to immune slows or I don't know, fire rest to fit. I should actually, and that's all basically. And that all of them have to have the guard, 450 plus guard on use, because that is an insane layer of defense. You get stunned and you get 500 HP basically for free in form of guard. This became like a baseline of my defense, so I can like save a lot on defenses and just go with minimum energy shield, although that is up to the time that I can save up or possibly get myself an item that's just having some crazy stats like insane body armor with very nice energy shield on it. But with the baseline of just having the belt, the new one, and we have the guard, and it synergizes just beautifully with our ascendancy that Chayula has, but you can of course use it on any other, like Amazon will benefit out of it as well, because Amazon has the elemental contribution to leech, but Chayula has the leech based also on chaos, and it counts for both mana and life. So basically we will be wanting to save something like this on Megalo possibly, the metamorphosis for the chaos, a bit of the chaos. You don't really need much, because you can sustain it with the breach supports, although all the lineages I have are borrowed for the video, so I can show you what you want in the go-to. So I only have Ataluis myself, so that is the only one that's mine from the lineages, but you want to have your lineages set like this. Possibly you want this one here, but for me, I leave it like this, and you just benefit like an insane. There's one more that you need in the Wind Dancer, but and the Herald of Thunder, by the way, unless you have Wolf Charm. So those are the possibilities. You don't necessarily need it, because on Herald of Thunder you literally don't gain any like chaos damage out of it. It's just to break armor and do the armor explosion, but it's just to look fancy, you know, like the other builds, so we don't go behind on just straight up looking fancy. So Wind Dancer comes with some I mean, it's also just here to be kinda like a use of those supports, but you could use them on like your stormwave or something to freeze for Herald of Ice, but I prefer charge regulation over Herald of Ice, because we sustain our power charges with Profane Ritual, and shattering the corpses is not really what we're aiming for. But enough about the defenses, as it's very little of them here. Let's focus on the whole skill setup for the build, as it's gonna be mainly Flicker and Stormwave for the clear on map. Tempest Flurry is amplifier to our Falling Thunder for the bosses, for the tankiest bosses. With enough gear, you don't need to do any Tempest Flurry on a boss, even if it's like the highest boss, whatever. You don't need that, right? It does not matter. It will only matter in the party. But for Falling Thunder, well, that's if you solo clears everything basically. It's an insanely broken ability. You have all the one-tap thingies on it, overextend since you only use it to kill a boss, blindside, and well, Diala's Desire. Why? Because the quality on this is an insane thing. 30 more damage per power charge consumed is just wild. This ability has one, like, this is just variations off of my ascendancy point because I'm collecting the chaos. So I can get randomly the values of chaos without, I mean, I think I have actually one passive point for chaos damage at the moment, which is the event horizon. So I dropped this, but I used to have it. I'm just running with this because it's enough. And look the values it drops to. So let me walk around and collect the remnants. You're gonna do it automatically on a map. Big difference. But now I have all the sceptre in my weapon swap. I have the sacrifice just to get this for the boss. And that's why I have so much spirit, just for the quality of life, so I don't have to swap, activate, deactivate anything. And that's how we get charge stuff, power charges before boss, and then before the boss we get the power charges to fuel the power of Falling Thunder. We're gonna get some more, and we collect the remnants, and let's see the results now. And let's see the results of something that completely benefits off of the charges. Those numbers are fucking stupid, that's what I can say about it. So now if you put in consideration like shock on values above 60% due to Tempest Flurry having a 4th strike with 100 magnitude of shock inflicted for whatever reason, overcharge and commiserate, you can just put one here for even more magnitude for free with all the good points like movement speed here, movement for the weapon set 2, so you just can swap and move faster. All this stuff like critical damage if you dealt non-crit, and you will meanwhile you're setting up on the boss. All the damage you get when you crit, which will you also do because its crit is like 60 something. So depending on what ability, of course, because Falling Thunder, once we're getting the charges due to regulation, we're gonna have the extra crit chance the more. And remember, on shock we get another 40, hence we get a 100% altogether for it. For this one it's a bit less, but we also have blind sight, and the blind is procced automatically from charge stuff, but about it soon. We have so much more amplifiers that start. We have the like critical hit chance on the shocked, so it doesn't reflect on the tooltip, but the moment you start attacking, you basically, I think you're gonna easily double what you just saw on the Falling Thunder. So that's our clear ability. You don't see it because I have it here. Boom, it does this, but when you amp it up with the power charges, it actually looks amazing as an ability. When we get full charge, look at this magnificent ability. You could put twofold on it till you have the Dialas, so you can like have some lucky clears, like damage replacement. And I have a warning, because this ability is like two-part ability. So I used to use Ancestral Boost on it or Consecrated Area, but this ability is two-part ability. So you need supports that benefit both of it. You need the melee slam and the projectiles that the slam sends, because the Consecrated Area won't increase this. You gotta keep in mind that. That's why we're focusing mainly on crit, on the flask for the extra damage. For Ataluis as extra physical, Dialas to benefit, it benefits both parts of the skill. For the flicker, we just put life leech, so whenever we finish flickering, we will have the still leech lingering, so in case you get staggered or something, hit put by in bad position by flicker, it will completely top us, refill the energy shield after we get hit, because it's gonna linger some leech from it. Then we put those three, and those three are mainly to get the attack speed to speed up the animation. Because if you look, for example, hit and run, 0.62 attack time, 0.44. You don't want to get basically staggered whenever you ramping up your flicker. That's why we use attack speed on it. That's why I have attack speed on the quarter stuff as well. And ancestrally boosted just to have like better AoE on it. We gonna more or less use flicker whenever it's boosted up. So that's that. Tempest Flurry for Chayula. You can use this build on any class, but for Chayula you will need Withering Touch to preamp some Withered, because literally why not? You saw how much chaos you're getting. The choke chance and attack speed with Rage, because why not have the Rage? We could basically even use Berserk, but for me now I have to stay with what I have. Stormwave, it's pure clear. I don't have Mana Leech on gear, hence Mana Leech here. Branching Fissures just to have like a bit more AoE, Leech as well, because the more Leech the better. I have Shock, Breach Lord here, because of the electromagnetism. I just like this. We don't need it at all, I just like this, so yeah, you can just put pure damage here or attack speed, but I just like this. We have Cold Exposure, Potent Exposure, because not much to be explained here, to be fair. You just have this automated on the boss. This is buff that sends Shockwave. The Shockwave will crit with the fire, to buff you with the fire, to debuff the boss with the exposure, to blind the boss, and on the map you killing shock targets with it sometimes, so you're gonna get extra lightning damage. The most reasonable thing is to put this here, and instead of the shock one, to put the chaos cold one, and put ice bite here. This is the best way, but I just like the electromagnetism. Profane Ritual separate, Profane Ritual in cast on crit. Both should be supported with Gorge, but I just can't stand it standing so long. I have Elemental Weakness. Yes, it is gonna be extremely short, but 5 seconds enough on the boss. It stacks so fast, we crit so much, so many different instances of crits, that it doesn't really matter. It will be there on the boss, some extra damage. It's not really needed. I don't think it is, but I just wanted to slow down this and have any cares, because I thought I'm being limited with the damage on the boss, but I'm actually struggling with mana, so I might just remove it, to be fair, because I didn't one-shot the boss before, because I had separate instances of the Falling Thunder buffed, so that's why it was there. But for example, I made a build for the same exact build for Blood Mage. So if you would be a Blood Mage, you wanna abuse the bleed instead Dialas on Falling Thunder, so you would put this for the aggravate, right? But well, the other Profane Ritual is just Unleash, Charges, and Gorge. I don't even know why I perfected it. So Gorge is amazing. Like you could even put it here. You will always, like for Blood Mage actually, it would be good here. I'm really trying to get my head around the Empowered Sparks, hence I'm gonna be using now, but this is just so confusing, like I don't really understand how it works. Here we have Endurance Charges generation, like extra one, because charge regulation will give us the global defenses. Mana Leech, whenever we get hit with the Wind Dancer, we get mana and life, so same, it will proc the Herald of Thunder, you will get even more mana. We have one rune from Mana Before Life as an extra defense layer. And basically, I really like electromagnetism, but you don't really need it. And those are just like whatever, just activate them and benefit from them. So for the full passive breakdown, let's start Ascendancy. Well, I was thinking about this, not thinking anymore. An option, but this, soon as I get better items, I will get so easy cap on the chaos, and on top of that I'm gonna have 85% of it, so I don't have to use dogshit chaos inoculation. Bleed can be annoying, but bleed can be fixed with a charm, but we'll see how to deal with it yet. But yeah, I really like this one, but this is not the worst option, let's be honest. Leech recovers, this is just the reason I went to Chayula from Invoke. I honestly think Invoker sucks dick, that's all. So I wanted to get any benefit of the Ascendancy. As I always say, this build is for everyone. So I based mine on surviving via Leech. So I would love to have Leech instead attack speed even on quarter stuff if it's what it takes. But it's really hard to find one like this. You know how it looks like with items. Everything's from trade. And well, into the breach, and into the purple flames. And before you have like leech, you could actually not pick anything and benefit from all of them, just not maxing this. I used mantra before to synergize with it, but it seems to be just not working that well together. So I cannot really use the mantra, sadly, really sadly. You could use mantra and put only life leech ones, but I suggest you going for one of the color, cause 50% further away, 50 increased effect. But it's up to you, you could take those off and put volatility if you want all the remnants. We're gonna go like this here. We want as extra, we want some energy shield. We want the energy shield here as well. Later on the intelligence, cause we still running jack of all trades. It's all gonna be on MOBA, so I'm just gonna briefly go around it. Weapon swap here for movement speed. Later on, when I level up, I will have this dual socket normally, so I will cut all this to just shorten it to get here, grab more movement speed. This is also put in there. This you can use in your main set, but it's just a 15% projectile for 1 point that you would get for your Falling Thunder projectile part, which is the most important one, but it's much more important to have the projectiles on Falling Thunder than the slam, but it's... You could go here if you're not Chayula. Anything that Chayula should go here, but as Chayula I think I will go here later on, or at least try to get this on Megalomaniac or something like that. But any kind of like gain as extra chaos, or this Dreamer perhaps is also an option. It gives you chaos res, a bit less as extra chaos, but still gives you as extra chaos. So let's quickly go around the gear. What you want is power charges, and how you get power charges is helmet corruption. You get 1 to maximum power charges on the corruption. People just discard those like it's a failed corruption, so those are pretty cheap. Even if they looking very good, they will still be cheap because most people want the socket or something. So unless you want with 2 sockets and power, then yeah, the 3rd socket failed for someone, still gonna be much cheaper. And second is amulet with last for power anoint or megalomaniac with it, because that's another charge stack. We need 60 spirit on the amulet, so I have one with cast speed because that's what I could get cheap. Low crit as well, but has a maximum energy shield, not flat, which we prefer, but you know, if you give me enough currency I'm gonna make godly gear, but without it I can do much. We have body armor with spirit again, 60 minimum, and we actually have 11 too much, so we could put accuracy on it or something, but well, you're gonna need 50 here or 50 here with 60 on the other, like altogether you will need 110, not 120 to fit all the abilities without like... But if you don't have it, you can just simply disable this, run with this, so that's gonna be the... How many fucking times it's gonna bug out? I mean, this is just insane that it keeps on happening. I don't know how long it will take them to fix it, but... Oh well, at least sacrifice doesn't require you any like quality or anything, so you can just do this. It's insane to me that it's still here, but... But anyway, the rest of the gear, like rings, you want some leech, preferably life on everything that you can possibly get, flats on it. This ring is, I mean, it looks good, sadly, but you want some attributes and some resistances. That's all you want on them, nothing else. Some leech, some resi, some attributes, depending what you can really get. Not life per enemy killed for sure. That's not what you want. You want lightning as well. You don't want this combo, but you know, price plays a big role. Especially if you're saving for a crazy quarter stuff like this, which is not the perfect one, not even close, but has the level 2 all attack skills, which we want because of the heralds, because of the charge stuff. It was 6 before, but it is what it is. We have to get what we get, I guess. Preferably, I would have Sinister for the crit. The easiest way to get the enough crit for everything is to have the Sinister, which is the baseline higher crits quarter stuff. But this is the best second option, which is the higher elemental damage one. We of course want as much crit as possible, cause why not? I feed the spirit here, so probably if you had, I don't know if you can actually somehow you can get another rune to get some more damage, but yeah, that's how your spirit is gonna be going. We could theoretically, for some people like blood mages or something, change the dialas to put it here, hence you get the spirit. Then if you get actually top rolls here, you can get how much? Oh, actually, you would have to put something more into efficiency, or like fox or some. You would need a bit more to save on the sockets here, or at least one socket. It would already be really good, but Diala's crazy expensive. Wish I could just keep it. Next, for the belt, you could go with headhunter if you have it. Also makes you tanky, but I just prefer this. It's amazing, especially if you don't get one shot, which you have to aim for. Like, we will end up on like at least 7k ES. I just need to upgrade the pieces, especially like I don't have any increases here, no resi, no nothing, so that's that. But I have life, but I have mana per enemy killed, which is a complete dead roll, complete useless. And I have evasion and energy shield instead of pure ES, so you have a bit more of that ES. I have one socket, no socket benefits. Same for the boots. I have decks, but I mean, those are just amazing. Can't complain, so that's that. You're really limited to how much currency you have. For the flasks, if you're blood mage, you will be needing both on 120 plus charges. If you're not, you will just need this one for the ambrosia. And that's pretty much all that is to it. You can go to this set. I was planning to use somewhat this shield, but it just remained here as a template to the build. Not really much use of it. More use to this random ass scepter I bought from the vendor that just has the skeletal warrior minion. So I can sacrifice those motherfuckers, because that's all that I see the use of minions ever in a game. I hate minion builds. So, well, I can finally find some use of them for myself. And that's pretty much all that is to the build. How does it look in practice for everyday use is pretty nice actually. Let's just take some kinginthemists, highest difficulty. I actually did them when I was level 72. I also cleared Sekemas when I was very low level. I leveled up on Sekemas full trial without any ascendancy points. It was pretty easy. Not that big of a deal for this build. All you need is quarterstaff. I mean, the quarterstaff I had back then was just atrocious. But that's how you would start the boss. You just get some charges for your charge staff. For the 8, the maximum, it only goes up to your maximum power charges. Then you get some more for the biggest banger on the boss. Oh, why he teleports? Now he's gonna AoE, you walk away, don't get killed, now you slam him. That's it. There's really not much to it. You find the portal now. I miss the days you could skip it. It's just such an annoying time waste. Then when you come here, you can just refresh your charge stuff ASAP. It's refreshed. Now you're gonna tap the boss. Oh, he's gonna do AoE. Let's see if we can kill him with the... we can just kill him from range. So, not big of a deal, not that much to the build. Pretty simple build, pretty broken as well. I thought they will do any nerfs to the ability, but the ability just actually got fixes like tags for even charge stuff, so you can put the lightning mastery relator on it, which gives crazy benefits once you have something like prism of belief with charge stuff, which is giga cheap and gives you ranks to it. I don't even know where I have it, but I have the ranks from the prism of belief. The better one is Falling Thunder, but you know, it's not really needed at all. And once you're done with the boss, you can simply jump to one map. Like, I need some gold, so I'm gonna jump to the fortress because I really like the map. I'm gonna put this kind of waystones. I think this one was... let's do this one for the level. Any waystone I have, yeah, they are made up. And let's see how it goes on the map. I just killed them for no reason, by the way. Here we kill them. It's nice not to do delirium maps, not gonna lie. Okay, charge stuff is up. We just get for fun the power charges now. Where do we go? Here. Well, flicker is a nice ability. It only uses it when you have a target. Here we go, some FPS dropping, why not? How it looks like when they hit me. Oh yeah, nice, the game just freezes when they hit me. The Abyss monsters are way too fucking broken to let you yourself get hit by them, unless you have like 5k plus energy shield. Oh, and this one hit me and died. But they leave the areas when they die that can get you down, so be careful with this. Like, you will not do damage back from effect after they die on the ground, so you will not heal from it. So that actually can easily kill you. So you can either like use your falling thunder for damage, you can flicker a bit, you can stormwave, flicker, whatever you prefer. It will charge you up instantly after flickering with the profane ritual. Whenever you like hit several monsters, it will give you instantly back charges as well with the falling thunder because of the custom critical and profane ritual combo. Everything just gets automatically refilled like this. Boom, 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 full. Do I see many monsters before I use it? Oh yeah, like here. Look. Charge it up again. Not enough monsters, but still 7 charges, nearly full. Recharged again. I got staggered. Falling Thunder also gives me, since I have on the gear leech, it also refills the whole HP, whole energy shield. Then this ability will just overheal you so much. Let me actually show you something. Get the charge stuff again. And I need a bunch of enemies. Because the leech you have is gonna be shown into life regeneration per sexy, like 3k. So look what happens when you Falling Thunder. 17k. So now imagine if you can Falling Thunder like tons of enemies at the same time. Whereas like when I find some ton of enemies. Oh wait, Falling Thunder doesn't have the leech support, so maybe I should use Flicker for it, more like. Yeah, probably Flicker's better idea. But I need more monsters than that. And they staggered me on the Flicker, that's what I mean with it. I don't even know how much stun threshold you need in this game actually for it not to happen. 20k HPS. It's just basically an insurance for your life playing this support. It's amazing, it gives you so much leech as well. Let me sprint in the offset. I'm faster. Oh nice. I refill the charge stuff. Stop hitting me. Let me show you the maximum possible life per sec. I mean maximum possible is gonna be hard, but nah, the little monsters. No, would have to pause the record to see how much it was. Any good rewards? Of course not, as per usual. Unless I use the unique map. I tried the unique map to record, but the drops on my FPS were just making it it's just completely impossible to play. Like, it's not even like body build or anything, I just could not play. The FPS was not there. So that's all. If you got any questions, go to comments, and if you like the video, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe as well. And as always, see you on the next one.